What's up, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free Major League Baseball home run prop show for Saturday, May 13th, 2023. Now, just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. It really helps us out a ton. We're going to get into the home run prop action for Saturday. Sorry for getting this out a little bit later than we normally do. We were waiting on some home run prop price information, see if we could wait in some games, unfortunately, or player props we could not wait for anymore. I'll still give them out here, but I'm trying to get these out as efficiently as possible for you guys. This video probably will go up close to noon Eastern. First pitch of the first game we're going to talk about here goes off at 3 Eastern. So you will have a couple hours to get those plays in, but that's why you want to have notifications turned on, because some of this afternoon baseball, while I try to get this out as early as possible, sometimes we still have to cut it a little bit close. But we're going to get these home run props in there for you. And these are plays that are sort of spread out throughout the day, starting at 3, and they're going to go into the evening baseball action as well. But the most important thing is these are plays that are meant to be designed for some fun, just for some side action, just for some pizza or some coffee money, just to have a little bit of fun on the side. Not necessarily plays that I recommend dumping your whole bankroll into, because these plays are very high risk, high reward. When they hit, it's nice, but they don't always hit at a high clip. And it's definitely just something that you want to just have a little bit of an extra sprinkle on, just to keep some side interest. But if you're looking for the games that I do like the best, the games that I'm the most confident in, the games I love the most, including my daily $19 best bet, you can head over to pickdawgz.com, click the premium picks tab, and we will get you sorted there. But without further adu, we'll get into the home run prop action for Saturday, and we started things off yesterday. We'll do a quick recap. We hit Dalton Varsho at plus 525, continued his hot run for the Blue Jays in what was a dominant performance by Chris Bassett on the mound, but the Blue Jays still had to score some runs, and thankfully Varsho popped one over the fence for us, plus 525. We also caught Connor Wong for the Boston Red Sox. Unfortunately, there was no graphic at the time that we recorded this video, but if you were listening to the spiel I was given, I really liked Connor Wong in that spot, and he was a late ad in a lot of sports books. He did hit one out of the park, and I'm going to count it. I mean, like I said, wasn't able to give it out here for the official graphic, but if you were tuned in, that would have been an official play had I had a graphic for it. So Connor Wong hitting one for us as well. Now, before we get into the home run prop action for Saturday, I want to remind everybody, leave your comments in the comment section below, and let me know what you guys think. Do you like what the angles that I have on Saturday? Do you not like them? Do you have player props of your own? Like I said, drop those in the comment section. Heck, I even check the comment section as well. Sometimes I play the props that you guys give out, because some of you guys have been giving out some fire home run prop plays, and they hit as well. Kudos to you guys. We're all Pickdawgz family here. We're here to beat the books as a unit. So if you're going to do it, you're going to drop those plays in, make sure you get them in before the games actually start. If they're not in there before the games start, they don't help anybody. So, like I said, we want to beat the books as a team. And none of this thank me later stuff. It's not a competition. We're not trying to, one person's not going to try to be better than anyone else. I said we're just here to make some money as a group. So let's get into the home run prop action for Saturday. And we're going to go back to the scene of the crime here with Sean Murphy at plus 525, plus 540. He leads the Braves in barrel rate at 22.9%, has 3 home runs the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching with a 310 batting average. Jose Barrios, a 9.4% barrel rate this season, which is below average. And while a lot of his struggles have come on the road this season, he's been solid at home. I think if anyone could get to Barrios here at home and shake up Barrios at the Rogers Center, it would be Sean Murphy, given the hot bat that he's swinging right now. So I'm going to roll with Sean Murphy at plus 540. Also going to look at Ronald Acuna Jr., another usual suspect for the Braves, hitting .357 with a home run in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching on the road. Has 2 home runs and a .320 batting average against righties overall in the last 2 weeks, regardless of venue. So I'm going to roll with Ronald Acuna Jr. here at plus 410. And I'm going to go back to the well with Dalton Varsho. Like I said, arguably the hottest Blue Jay home run hitter right now. 4 home runs the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching with a .350 batting average in that stretch. Bryce Elder, he hasn't given up a ton of barrels this season, but again, we're getting a decent price with one of the hottest hitters right now, especially for the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm going to roll with Dalton Varsho at plus 420. Also going to look at this, we're going to look at a stack here in this matchup between the Mets and the Nationals. And I'm going to go with a rare national appearance here, but he was someone that cashed for us last week. Over the last week. That's Lane Thomas here, plus 525. Thomas, like I said, he hit for a nice plus price for us last week. And it's a pair of home runs against left-handed pitching in the last 2 weeks. Joey Lucchesi going for the New York Mets here. An 11.9% barrel rate allowed this season. So going to look at Lane Thomas at plus 525. Also going to look at Pete Alonso to hit a home run at plus 330. Still leading the league in home runs with 13. He has 3 home runs against right-handed pitching in the last 2 weeks. While Trevor Williams has a brutal 14.3% barrel rate allowed this season. I think he could get tagged here. Going to look at Pete Alonso at plus 330. Also going to stay with the Mets. I'm going to look at Francisco Alvarez to hit a home run at plus 600. It's not often he's popped up on my list. This might be his first or his second appearance on the home run prop show, but has a 318 batting average and a pair of home runs against right-handed pitching in the last 2 weeks. I think the youngster gets a home run here at plus 600. Now, do a quick segue here. You hear me talk a lot, if you're not familiar with our home run prop show, about the term barrel rate. And basically, you're going to hear it a lot whenever you're just hearing me talk about home run props in general, but especially during this show. Barrel rate is basically an all-in-one advanced metric that basically combines all the things involved with hitting what would be a long hit ball, a hard hit ball, or what we would normally consider a ball to be or have a high likelihood of leaving the park and going for a home run. And that basically combines perfect launch angle, exit velocity, to where the further into this zone, this barrel zone off the bat that the ball goes, in terms of launch angle and exit velocity, the more likely the more likely you are to have that ball go for a home run. And why is barrel rate important? Well, balls that were classified as barrels in 2022, 45% of them went for home runs, and that was the lowest percentage we'd really seen of barrels to home runs in a decade. We're normally talking about 50 to 60% of barrels, if not more, going for home runs. And if you're going to give me a 50 to 60% probability edge on, a play that's, even a player prop that's plus 400 or plus 500, I'm going to take that any day of the week. Anyway, even if we go down to plus 250, anything that we can have to have an extra edge, I'm all for it. So when you hear me mention barrel rate, that's where it comes from, and that goes both ways. Not just for hitters and how often that they're putting bat to ball and how many balls off of their bat are going for barrels, but how many barrels pitchers are giving up as well in relation to how many batted balls in play they're allowing. So that's where barrel rate comes into play for me, and I feel like anyone who's heard me say this, I feel that barrel rate is the most important metric that you have to look at when you're looking at advanced analytics and in relation to home run player props. But we'll get back into the home run prop action for Saturday, and we're going to look at this is new territory for me. This is why I'm kind of stuttering a little bit. I'm not used to saying these words. We're going to go with the Oakland A's a little bit here, and we're going to look at Jordan Diaz to hit a home run here at plus 900. His first time on the home run prop show. I think Brent Rooker was the only other A that we've taken in the entire season so far on the home run prop show. But worth a sprinkle here, hitting 357 with 3 home runs against right-handed pitching in the last 2 weeks. Texas sends John Gray to the mound here. He's allowed a below-average 8.9% barrel rate this season. Wouldn't surprise me if Diaz got a home run here. So I'm going to take Jordan Diaz at plus 900. And I say below average for Gray's barrel rate. Anything 6.5% is usually considered average for a starting pitcher. Anything above and beyond that, the higher that rate gets, the less you want to see that from your starting pitcher. That's not good. It's like golf. You want to have as low of a percentage as possible for barrel rate if you're a pitcher. But we're also going to get back to the props here, and we're going to look at J.J. Bleday, another Oakland A here, at plus 600, has 3 home runs against right-handed pitching, 357 batting average of his own in the last 2 weeks. Like I said, I don't normally take Oakland A's, but to me, the value is just here with these two guys in Bleday and Diaz. So I'm going to roll with J.J. Bleday at plus 600, and we're going to switch dugouts. Stick with the Texas Rangers here, and we're going to go with Josh Young at plus 440. Back to the well with Young, as he's been Texas' best power hitter against lefties this season. He's hit 4 home runs with a 351 batting average against lefties on the year. Oakland's J.P. Sears starting in this one. A brutal 13.3% barrel rate this season. So I'm going to look at Josh Young to hit a home run at plus 440. We're going to go back to the Boston Red Sox and the St. Louis Cardinals here. We had an entertaining game on Friday. We're going to go back to Rafael Devers here at plus 475. He's hit 3 home runs with a 233 batting average against left-handed pitching this season. Also leads the Red Sox in barrel rate. Steven Matz, starting for the Cardinals, has allowed a home run in 5 straight starts and in 6 of his 7 starts this season. So I'm going to roll with Rafael Devers here at plus 475. And again, I was going to roll with Connor Wong, and I do like Connor Wong here if you can find a price on him if he plays. Hasn't seen a ton of action against lefties this year, so that could be my concern as to maybe why there's no price on him. But he hasn't seen a ton of action against lefties, but he's hit 4 home runs last 2 weeks. Arguably the hottest power hitter for Boston right now. So again, no price for Connor Wong, but I do like Connor Wong in this spot. I'm going to go back to players that we do have plays for, and one here is going to be a standalone play for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and that's going to be Jack Suwinski at plus 575. Has a pair of home runs in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching, and Tyler Wells, a 9.9% barrel rate allowed this season. He's allowed 5 home runs in his last 3 starts. I think Suwinski can benefit here at plus 575. Now, before we get to our last pair of home run prop games for Saturday, I just want to remind everybody, I implore everyone to please go and check out these betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Plays. You can see the level of information that you're getting with these betting tools just from the graphics that I'm putting up, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. You know, when you look at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Plays, you look at these betting tools, these prop tools will tell you, you know, how often these player props hit. They'll find the player props for you. They'll also find you the best possible price and the best possible number and which book is offering it to you. If you don't have an account with that book, you can sign up with them. You get a sportsbook bonus on us. And you know, if not only that, you get the bonus, and you also get to play that best possible price and that best possible number. You know, if you're a streaks bettor, if you like betting on hot and cold trends, there's a streaks tool. You know, if you're looking to have a parlay built for you, if you're a parlay bettor, we have a best parlay tool that builds you one based on just the best odds that are available, regardless of the play. And if you want a specific type of parlay built for you based on play or by sport or what have you, there's a parlay builder on the site as well. There's profitable teams, profitable angles for betting. I'm telling you, there's just so many things that you could literally get lost in those betting tools and lose a few hours just finding out all the fun stuff you can do with those betting tools and how much money you can make, because those betting tools are 100% free. You don't have to pay for them. They are there for you to use, and you're not going to find betting tools like that anywhere for 100% free like we're offering you at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Plays. So make sure that you go over there and check them out. But we'll get back into the home run prop action. Only a couple more games we're going to look at here. The first one's going to be the Milwaukee Brewers against Kansas City. We're going to go with Rowdy Tellez to hit a home run here at plus 525. Has a pair of home runs in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching. Has a 12.9% barrel rate this season, second on the Brewers. And for the Kansas City Royals, Zach Greinke getting the start here. And Greinke's problem, going back to the start of his Royals return last year, has been homers allowed, and the problem has been allowing them on the road. Last year, Greinke allowed 14 homers the entire season. 13 home runs came on the road. This year, he's allowed 8 home runs so far this season, and 6 have come on the road. So 22 home runs allowed going back to the start of last season. 19 have come away from Kauffman Stadium, like the Royals are here. I think Tellez can benefit at plus 525. Also going to look at Willy Adames to hit a home run at plus 375. Basically the same reasoning. But he leads the Brewers in barrel rate at 13.5%. Also has a pair of home runs in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching. So going to roll with Willy Adames at plus 375. The last matchup on the board for us, this match between the Astros and the White Sox. For the first game, or first player prop here, we're going to go with the Astros and a familiar face, Yordan Alvarez, to hit home run at plus 270. Plus 280, hitting 370 with 3 home runs in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching. Dylan Cease is given a very uncease-like 9.6% barrel rate this season, as well as 1 home run in 4 straight starts. So I'm going to roll with Yordan Alvarez. And I think, and I'm just going to pause for one quick second and tell you guys, this is exactly why you want to check out these betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Plays and why they help you find, or an example of how they help you find the best possible price. It's not like we're just focusing on one book for one player. You could see here, there are 2 different books giving you the best possible price depending on the player prop that you're looking at. One has the best possible price on Alvarez to hit a home run, on his total bases, on his total RBIs, while another sports book is giving you the best price on his total hits for the game. So that's just what those betting tools do. They do the work for you. They help you find the best possible price, the best possible number, which again is the one advantage that the books cannot take away from you, is your ability to find those best possible prices, best possible numbers by shopping lines and shopping books. But the last home run prop of the day that we'll give out here, another familiar face, Luis Robert to hit a home run at plus 450, hitting 371 with 4 home runs in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching. He leads the White Sox with a 12.5% barrel rate this season. Brandon Bielak makes a spot start for Houston again. Gave up a home run in his first start of the year. He's allowed a 16.3% barrel rate in limited action this season. So going to roll with Luis Robert to hit a home run here at plus 450. We'll do a quick recap of the home run prop plays that we gave out for Saturday. Gave out quite a few, and again, you don't have to play every single one, but these are the plays that I like the most. Went with Sean Murphy to hit a home run for the Braves at plus 540. Also for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. at plus 410. Switching dugouts, go to the Toronto Blue Jays at plus 420. Also going to look at the Washington Nationals with Lane Thomas at plus 525. For the New York Mets, Pete Alonso at plus 330. Francisco Alvarez for the Mets at plus 600. Jordan Diaz to hit a home run for the Oakland A's at plus 900. Also had J.J. Bleday for the Oakland A's at plus 600. Had Josh Young for the Texas Rangers at plus 440. Had Rafael Devers to hit a home run for the Boston Red Sox plus 475. Also for the Boston Red Sox, remember I like Connor Wong. Unfortunately, just couldn't find a graphic for him, but I do like Connor Wong. Similar situation as we had yesterday, no graphic, but he still hit. Jack Sawinski to hit a home run for the Pittsburgh Pirates at plus 575. Had Rowdy Tellez for the Brewers at plus 525. Willie Adames to hit a home run for the Brewers at plus 375. And our last matchup was Yordan Alvarez at plus 280 for the Houston Astros. And Luis Robert for the Chicago White Sox at plus 450. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Appreciate each and every one of you. Closing in on 130,000 subscribers here at Pickdawgz. Would not be able to do it without your guys' love and support. And remember, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and hit that thumbs up. It really helps us out a bunch and it doesn't cost you anything. And if you're looking for my best bets, again, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. And while you're at our Pickdawgz YouTube, make sure you have notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when our newest content drops. And again, I implore everyone, please check out those betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Place. They are 100% free. They're there for you to use. You will not find betting tools like this for free anywhere else out there. They'll do the heavy lifting for you, and they're definitely a tool that you want to have on your tool belt and in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon. Let's crush the books on Saturday.